This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Strong left. Watch QB drop. Eyes on 10. Watch twist.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 44, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator. Bravo.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
the oar.
54. Mike, 54. Here we go again.
Beat them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, it's complete to Golden Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's by 4.
Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Go now.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, Slayton. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Jones, catch made by Slayton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Charlie.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Jones going to throw again. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
54. He don't know no better.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Hey, Hey, rock it. Rock. Lee Griffin.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's coming.
Go.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jones now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Jones now operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
57 to Mike.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Border.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Switch.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Check 12, 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo letting one go deep for the end. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, 28 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Mike 7. Ready?
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get it. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors, and off we go from Lambeau.
Green 18!
55, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And some space here.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you find over here. Get 300. Get 300. Bravo.
Switch gears, switch gears. Mike, 55. Right there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Exit, exit. Shift, shift.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Single, 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 single.
A gain of a yard.
Hey, 626. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Rodgers to throw once more. And Adams has it complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 36, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Set. 19.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 48 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Check back.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. DJ Reader there on the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They cannot block him. Let go.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
26.
Rodgers again now. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Ricker.
Take 30.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Know your job.
Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got wide.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
40 wants the mic.
Hey, 88. Hey, Foxtrot. I'm coming.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
SOS. Get 300. Get 300. Let's see.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. On the move to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got it. Mike 42. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. 19.
950. Watch the run.
faking the give. Now Watson. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Watch right.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Hey, Mike.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Check. Fresh down.
Jump out. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I hope we brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check. Crunch. He's checking.
Inside.
Checking. Crash.
Watch the same pilot. 64. Weak.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hatchet.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The connection made. It's Graham. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
In your face. 42's mark.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the corner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Watson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time would expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Pick it up. Hey, give me that.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
Then with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Let's go. 50.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.